going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from the Inner Circle. Like, share, subscribe, and let your voice be heard. Our Sea of Thieves giveaway link is in the description down below. Enter to win. Make sure you guys check it out. Now, Xbox Game Pass seems to be all the topic, all the rave over the last couple of days. And I really want to kind of educate some people who seems to not really understand, you know, what it is and what is going to happen with the service. I got into what I consider a very unnecessary debate with somebody who doesn't even own an Xbox console, who was telling me all these different things about Xbox Game Pass, and you can just tell they were just extremely uneducated about what it is and what is going and what is pointing to going forward. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Then we'll talk about the future of the Xbox going forward. Okay, so as you guys know, Xbox Game Pass is 100 plus games. I think something like 160 now. Pardon me. For $10 a month, right? So they just announced recently that all of the first-party titles will be placed inside the Game Pass day of launch, and they will be permanent. So, Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, Crackdown 3, Forza Horizon 4, whatever their first-party studios are going to push out will be that day one. So I'm sure we're going to see Forza Horizon 3 and Forza 7 be added to Game Pass here fairly soon. Now, the Xbox Game Pass is filled with more than just Microsoft games. I'm trying to explain to someone that, you know, there is third-party support. You know, I keep hearing there will be no third-party support for this. Developers aren't going to get any money, but there's already third-party support. And I'm not talking about Xbox 360 titles. Are there Xbox 360 titles on there? Yes, but there are also this gen third-party support from some pretty big developers. You know, Konami, Mad Max on there, was it Warner Brothers is on there. So, I mean, they are getting the support. Is it some major overhaul of developers on there? No. It's a wide range from developers from the Xbox 360 era, indie developers from this gen, last gen, and also AAA developers from this gen are on Xbox Game Pass. So for $10 a month, if you miss out on a lot of titles, this is a great deal, and they're going to be constantly adding new games. There will be a bit of a roll in and out system like Netflix. Like we said before, Microsoft first-party games will stay put. They will stay pat. They're not going in. They're not going out. They're just coming in. But there will be a rotation of games. And what happened is, so that's that game. Metal Gear Solid 5 is currently in Xbox Game Pass. When that game goes away, before it goes away, say, hey, you want to enjoy more fun? Enjoy this 20% discount if you go ahead and buy the game digitally. So games will be coming in and out. So this notion that there's no third-party support is complete asinine in my opinion, because there's third-party support already right now to this day, and they will continue to have third-party support. And people trying to say, well, how are these developers going to make money? How are they going to make money? It doesn't make any sense. Well, think about how, you know, movie companies make money off of Netflix. You can still go out and buy the movie. Yeah, you can. You can go out and buy the game. Imagine. And I'm going to use Metal Gear Solid 5 for example. You can go out and buy Metal Gear Solid 5. You can. You know, Metal Gear Solid 5 didn't start on Game Pass. Just like a lot of movies don't, unless they're Netflix originals, don't start on Netflix. So yes, you can go out and buy the game somewhere else. You can, or you know, and you can stream it, and the movie company from Netflix or the developers are still going to make money off of the service. Now, do I know the fine details on what the contractual agreements are? No, I don't know if Microsoft goes to developers and say, all right, here's a check. Can we put your game on Game Pass? Or they can say, all right, you're going to get, you know, I don't know, 7 cents or 10 cents, whatever the case may be, you know, per month to have your game on the platform. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to pretend to know what it is. But that is a good generalization on how things are going to go. So we could continue to see a lot of games on this platform. Now, we heard Phil Spencer say that at some point they're going to do a bit of a streaming service like a PS Now. I know a lot of people don't want to hear streaming service. I still think we are a good 2 generations, not 2 years, 2 gaming generations away from really having streaming games as something that's even viable on a buy box. But right now, I'm sorry, it's just not a buy box. Right now, if you have really good internet, it's just not all that great. I have pretty good internet.
Probably not.
So when that does come around, I can see Game Pass also having a streaming option. You know, as you guys know, right now Game Pass It's not a stream. It's not streaming. You actually download the game to your console and you play it directly. It's not over your internet, right? But I could see going forward them adding the option to stream these games, and you'll be able to stream them to your smart television, whatever iOS phone you have, whatever Android you have, possibly the Nintendo Switch. Yes, I say possibly the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo doesn't seem to have a problem with people logging into Xbox Live, because that's going to be the requirement. You're going to decide you have to log into Netflix to access all the movies on Netflix. You're going to have to log into Xbox Live to access Xbox Game Pass. So if it becomes a streaming service that you can play on other platforms, I could possibly see the Nintendo doing that, because they have no problem having their people logging Xbox Live. Now I've been saying to people over and over, saying, "Oh, well, I don't need to get no Xbox no more because I got my PS4 and this is coming to PS4. This is coming to PlayStation." Do not hold your breath. Do not hold your breath. Sony don't even want crossplay with Microsoft. They don't want you logging into Xbox Live from a Sony platform. Now, this I could be completely wrong about all this. At the end of the day, Xbox Game Pass and streaming service may not be nowhere but Windows products, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying there's an opportunity there, a possibility there for it to be on other platforms. I just want to see it being on Sony's platform, with that being really strenuous and tight, you know, with what you can and can't do on that platform, and that's perfectly fine. That's their discretion. It's their console. It's their company. They can do what they please. Now, so once again, for the people who just seem not to know, you know, what Game Pass is and what Microsoft is, the direction they're trying to go. Microsoft is really trying to get us in that digital future that they really wanted, you know, at the start of this generation. They came out and talked about a bunch of stuff, you know, having family members be able to play your games and things like that. There's a bunch of things that they talked about that got pulled back whenever they pulled their whole conference back. Pretty much, they pulled it all back, and they're starting to, you know, bring that all digital future back, trying to reel it back in, but without it seeming so scary. You know, this is a very Game Pass is a very pro-consumer move. I'm completely flabbergasted and confused on how people make it seem like it's a bad thing. Oh, look, Xbox games are only worth $10. You got to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. I'm just going to break this down, okay? People are saying that, oh, I'll just rent it. I'll just pay $10, rent the game, and then cancel my subscription. So Microsoft's going to lose money. Most people who are going to do that, who are going to subscribe for a month and then play the game and then unsubscribe, you probably were not going to buy the game in the first place. I'm just saying. And then when you got a game like Forza Horizon 4 that's coming out, and we all know Forza Horizon 2, Forza Horizon 3 were critically acclaimed games. Forza Horizon is now the king of racers. You know, Forza Horizon 3 was beloved by anyone who loved racing games, right? So Forza Horizon 4, you mean to tell me that you're going to play it for a month and just stop playing it? There's still people to this day playing Forza Horizon 2. So if you plan on, I'm just gonna pay $10 here and there, blah blah blah, you were never going to buy that. You were never going to buy the game in the first place. So Microsoft isn't missing out on any money. You're probably going to buy the game when it was dirt cheap or used, so Microsoft's not going to lose any money. These people over here at Microsoft, they're not idiots, they're not stupid. I'm sure they crunch the numbers. I'm sure they're going to be people, you know, who claim they're going to do the people who are actually going to do it, because people are. But they're not going to lose any money off of it. You know, if you're one of those people who are traditionalists, you still want to go out and buy your games and spend $60, you can. You know, I have changed a lot this generation. I was all digital, and over the last year or two, I've become more of a physical collector again. I love looking at my games. I love looking at the boxes. I love box art. I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty dope. I love when they actually put stuff inside the box. You know, little things here and there, whatever the case may be. I enjoy that, right? So to each his own. But for people trying to make it seem like it's a bad move, it's not a bad move. It's a brilliant move, especially if you don't have an Xbox and you have a PC. You know, you can subscribe to Game Pass and you'll have all the games, you know, right there for you that you were maybe thinking about playing, but wasn't sure whether to start that $60 line. There you go. You know, this year's lineup isn't spectacular. It's not blow your mind. There's some things that are still unannounced, things we don't have actual release dates on, like Ash and things like that. But I'm excited for Sea of Thieves. I'm enjoying the beta. State of Decay 2, I am extremely excited about. Crackdown 3, I was excited about, and things kind of changed a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. Forza Horizon 4. When Gears 5 drop, Halo 6 drop, I know people want to say, oh, they're Halo Gears Forza, but when they drop, if I have Xbox Game Pass, which I actually have Xbox Game Pass, it's there for me, you know, and I can still go and buy the game physically if I want to. But going forward, I think this can pick up a lot of steam. I really think it's very, very, very pro-consumer. And for those who you know, aren't liking and thinking it's doom and gloom for Microsoft, I wouldn't think that way. At the end of the day, buy the games how you choose to buy the games, play the games how you want to play the games, and you'll be just fine. But Microsoft isn't going, the Xbox isn't going away anytime soon. I guarantee you, at minimum, there will be at least 2 to 3 more Xbox consoles coming out. I don't understand where people are getting this, oh, Microsoft is leaving the console game. They're going to be just a third-party developer. I don't think that's the case. I think people need to slow down a little bit. I know some people are saying it because they're just their actual theory. Some people are saying it because they really want that to happen so they can, you know, have something to point at in the little console war debates, because they aren't really debates. But I think people need to slow down and just sit back and appreciate that Microsoft is getting their butts kicked this gen as far as console sales, and that has caused them to make some extremely pro-consumer moves all generation, well, over the last few years. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This is Fame Entertainment from TiCGN.com. You guys have a great one, and I'm out.